가슴에 무엇이라대 가진 나의 이유를 더 많은 나의 이름을 달래가 어떤 메리트여 끝날래 우랄라 난 너의 맘 끝이 야가래.
Xia Xiaofu didn't have a good impression of this Mr. Ji, so she looked at Zhuxi in surprise. Ji Yunfen is not a good person. You must ignore him. It's just Ji Yunfen. There's no need to be so nervous. Zhuxi winked playfully, trying to calm Xia Xiaofu relax. Don't worry, Xiaofu, I know what I'm doing. Ji Yunfen was so happy that he wanted to spin in circles. Su Xian, I'll go back and prepare and ask you out tomorrow. After saying that, Ji Yunfen ran away. Fu Nancheng's handsome face turned cold, with a layer of frost covering his handsome eyebrows, and he was glaring at her coldly. Nancheng, wait for me. Lu Yao smiled and said, I didn't expect Zhuxi and my cousin to be such a good match. What do you think, Nancheng? Fu Nancheng reached out and pushed Lu Yao away. I think there's something wrong with your eyes. Fu Nancheng ran away. Entrance to the competition venue. Xiaofu, Lu Yao called that Ji Xiao cousin, which means he must know a lot about the Lu family. So for this you accept him? Ji Yunfen should know a lot. After all, the current Mrs. Lu is his aunt. Zhuxi didn't know the specific situation. After all, these were the secrets of the wealthy families. If she wanted to know more, she could only start from Ji Yunfen. That's enough. Well, I have something else to do, so I'll go back first. Zhuxi and Xia Xiaofu separated on the street. But Cici, no matter what you want to do, you must be careful when you come into contact with Mr. Ji. Got it, Xiaofu. Bye. At this time, a car horn sounded. Zhuxi turned her head and saw Fu Nancheng's Rolls-Royce Phantom driving over. Fu Nancheng's car? What is he driving here for? The driver's window slowly slid down and Fu Nancheng's handsome face appeared in sight. He put his hands on the steering wheel and looked at her. Get in the car. He asked her to get in the car. Zhuxi didn't move. No need, Mr. Fu. I can go back myself. After saying that, she turned and left. Fu Nancheng looked at her pretty figure, then stepped on the accelerator and followed behind her. Zhuxi didn't know why he was following her in his car, so she immediately turned around, trying to get rid of him. However, when she turned left, he also turned left. When she turned right, he also turned right. The Rolls-Royce Phantom followed her closely. Helplessly, Zhuxi stopped and looked into the car with clear eyes. Mr. Fu, what on earth do you want to do? Seeing that she was not leaving, Fu Nancheng opened the driver's door and came to her. Why did you agree to Ji Yunfen? Don't you know who he is? Is he here for Ji Yunfen? I think Mr. Ji is a good person, someone who can provide me with clues about my background. Good person? This is probably the highest praise Ji Yunfen has ever received in his life. Fu Nancheng curled his thin lips into a sarcastic arc. Good guy? He just wants to play with you. Mr. Fu, how can you say that? Zhuxi frowned slightly. Can't I play with him? What is she talking about? Fu Nancheng paused, then stretched out his bony fingers and grabbed her slender wrist. I don't care who you play with, delete Ji Yunfan's WeChat and don't contact him. Fu Nancheng pulled her in front of him and said in a cold and chilling voice. Zhuxi wanted to pull back her wrist. Let me go. Mr. Fu, you are too overbearing. What does it have to do with you who I date? Zhuxi, if you want to choose a man, you should choose a good one. You can even be attracted by a guy like Ji Yunfan. Are you so short of men? Zhuxi's body shuddered, feeling humiliated by his words. She raised her eyes and looked at him with clear gaze. Fu Nancheng also realized that his words were too harsh. He shouldn't have said that to her. No, I mean... Zhuxi interrupted him. Then who do you think is a good man, Mr. Fu? How about you help me choose one, and then I'll go out with him? Fu Nancheng's tall and straight body stiffened. Why is Mr. Fu silent? Zhuxi reached out and forcefully pried open the slender fingers clasped around her wrist one by one. Yes, we did have a past, but that's over. Mr. Fu can have a fiancé, but I can't start over? These words fell one after another, making Fu Nancheng's eyes bloodshot and the veins on his palms bulging. He tried hard to pull Zhuxi, but she ruthlessly pulled off his fingers one by one. You are not a good person either. Even after we broke up, you still treat me as your private property. I tell you, I will not only date in the future, I also want to get married, have children, and live happily ever after, so don't go running around and going crazy in front of me anymore. She turned and left, disappearing from his sight. I can't continue to tangle with Fu Nancheng. She turned and left, disappearing from his sight. I can't continue to tangle with Fu Nancheng. Zhuxi is the owner of the bell, so if that's the case, it might be a good idea to start the investigation from the Liu family. Fu Nancheng stood there frozen. Zhuxi was right in what she said. He was just very sick. Seeing new suitors appear around her and seeing her add other men on WeChat, he started to act abnormal. He drove over to find her, which was ridiculous. Why should he care about her? Zhuxi, it's true I'm crazy. It was over between him and her, and he had done it himself. She had the right to accept another man and start over. No matter what kind of man she chooses, it has nothing to do with him. He could no longer treat her as his private property, and could no longer forbid other men from touching her. Fu Nancheng slowly clenched his large palm hanging at his side into a fist, but it was really difficult for him to do so. It seemed that he was increasingly unable to let go of her hand. I can't bear to see you with another man. A few days later. Today is the day to order the wedding dress design. Where's Zhuxi? Why hasn't she come yet? Ms. Liu, I'm here. I just had something to do. Soon, Zhuxi arrived. If Miss Liu arranges a time with me in advance next time, I will come faster. Zhuxi and Liu Yao made an appointment to meet at a wedding photo studio to tailor a wedding dress for Liu Yao. What could be more important than my wedding dress? Zhuxi, since you've earned the reputation of designing my wedding dress, isn't it essential that you're on call 24/7? Calm down, we already know the bell came from Zhuxi, so Liu Yao might know more. I can't let this clue go. Sorry for delaying the latest assignment. Then what does it mean to try your best yesterday? At this time, Ji Yunfan ran in excitedly. Yao Yao, good news! Ji Yunfan stepped forward quickly. Yao Yao, we finally contacted Little Buddha. She offered 30 million and agreed to design your wedding dress. Liu Yao's eyes lit up. Very good. Zhuxi didn't know what to say. She was sure that she had not contacted this Mr. Ji. Liu Yao immediately looked at Zhuxi arrogantly. Zhuxi, since Little Buddha has agreed, I don't need you anymore. There are a lot of scammers these days. Is Miss Liu really sure the other person is the real person? Zhuxi kindly reminded. Liu Yao curled her red lips and smiled arrogantly. Zhuxi, are you jealous of Little Buddha? That's Little Buddha. Any normal person would choose Xiao Foye over someone like you who doesn't have much reputation. Preview, next chapter. What? Isn't Ji Yunfan's aunt the current Madame Liu, Liu Yao's stepmother? One of this pair of bells belongs to Zhuxi, and the other one actually belongs to the current Mrs. Liu, Ji Liniang. The string of small bells in her hand belongs to Ji Liniang. Zhuxi was shocked. Mrs. Liu has a biological daughter? You have to listen to the story slowly. Please play with me first. Mr. G, you are so annoying. Zhuxi could only deal with him first. She poured water on Ji Yunfan again. This scene looked like a picture of mandarin ducks playing in the water to others. Fu Nancheng stood not far away and watched her and Ji Yunfan playing and splashing in the water together.